Bonjour, wie geht's? Noch immer aus bei beiden. Ni hao ma, zdravstvuyte. Today's discussion focuses on a couple of items. First of all, the head of Ford Motor Company was just terminated and replaced, and Elon Musk was a big part of that. So the problem Ford has been having is their stock price is down 40%, while Tesla's stock in the same time has tripled. And Ford, yes, is selling many more vehicles, but they're not doing so in a manner that portends good thing for their future, hence the change at the helm of their firm. So I'd have to say that their lack of a clear path in terms of how to deal with electric vehicles moving into their space has really affected the future that they're looking to have. GM is experiencing a similar phenomenon, but they're at least making more of an effort to respond to the Tesla threat. The second thing I'd like to cover today is getting back to my general theme that I've been focused on, which is trucks. So the latest development I'd like to cover is that I've been focused on what's going on with the development of the semi as well as the light and medium duty trucks and the relationship between Mercedes-Benz and Tesla. The first item I'd like to report is that there's a company called Hermes, or in Germany I think it's Hermes, and they're a logistics company based in Germany, and they've ordered 1,500 let's say Ecolo line size vans, and that order is a reflection of the fact that they're one of the beta testing entities that Mercedes has been working with. I believe the van has a 160-mile range. It has the ability to do supercharger, and if you look at the specs on the vehicle, you'll notice a lot of similarity between what a Model X does as well as what this vehicle also does. Another development that's occurred is that in Japan, Mercedes, through a subsidiary called Fuso, has now getting orders from a test pilot location for the 18,000 7-Elevens in Japan. The findings during their test period was that the vehicles were costing 40% less to operate. And what this meant is that Japan 7-Eleven, because of the reduced cost of transportation, was going to be able to start paying their truck drivers more as a way to deal with their labor shortages. So this meant that instead of just having higher profits or using lower costs from their electric vehicles to sort of beat down the competition with lower prices, they were going to leverage it into their business in another way. So in general, what this addresses is the fact that those using and experimenting with the light and medium duty trucks currently are seeing somewhere between 40 and 60% cost reductions and while in a test mode. And despite there being some range issues when you look at things like a temperature problem, etc., it's turning out to be a fairly successful effort to move to electric for these short-term deliveries. Now, if you look at these two orders that are about to emerge in the range of 5,000 units of light or medium duty trucks for deliveries, it doesn't seem like that big a deal. But what I was really stunned by is FedEx has 47,000 vehicles, and I'd assume UPS is similar in numbers. So what's going on right now is that it smells to me like before we even get to semis, there's demand for 100,000 or 200,000 light and medium duty trucks around the world based on the value proposition of reducing operating costs in half. Now, if this is legit, once we pile on what's going to happen with the semis, we're now talking 300,000 unit demand when there's only battery right now to cover a quarter of that at best. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Tesla's response is sort of splitting its production between testing on new ideas like trucks, as well as preparing to deal with its own production needs, be it Model 3 or the Model X and Model S. But this finally answers a big question that's been out there, which is Elon Musk is claiming that the stock is going to be worth 10 times its current $300 price in the next 5 or 6 years. And now that I'm seeing the kind of demand that's out there when it comes to batteries, I think it's legit. Tesla could become worth 10 times as much if they're able to become a significant player in solving the battery needs of the 300,000 to 500,000 trucks needed and the multiple millions a year in vehicles also needed to satiate demand because of the value that's seen. I have to jump out there and say I actually think he should seriously consider doing more trucks and less cars, because those customers don't disappear as fast once they try it out and it works, because the cost reduction has a huge impact on their businesses. The one business group that I think is going to be hurt by Tesla and the trucks is those small firms that don't have the clout to get in the line to get their electric vehicle needs met. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Tschüss, macht's gut. Au revoir, à tout à l'heure. Buenos dias. And lahit rahot, Hoda Hafez. I'm going to take you out once again in Alexandria, Virginia with our water view.